Hello, friends, and welcome back to 20 Questions With. For those of you who are new here, this is my fun way of introducing you to other costumers by asking them 20 silly questions. Today, we are talking to Pax from NoodleStitch. Welcome to my channel.
Hi there.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your Instagram and like what you do on there?
Sure. So in my normal life, I'm a teacher and I sew whatever I want as a hobby. So usually my Instagram is historical costuming and also whatever I want. Like there's ballet and there's nature and there's quilts and random people I like, some activism and anti-racism stuff, and whatever I feel like posting. And I make whatever I feel like making because it's my hobby and it's for me.
And then you tear it out and remake it.
Oh, it's for me. So of course
Yeah.
I'm going to do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah. Totes. Are you ready to play 20 questions?
Yes.
Okay. What is the weirdest thing you've ever had to do for a job?
So maybe not a job and not, I guess, so it's weird to rehearse little tiny children with quick changes for ballet costumes. And it is really adorable to make them do their dance full out so they're breathing hard and then gently walk them up the stairs while you're saying, hey, we've got time for this. Do you want to unbutton this? And you know what? I am going to take care of this part and you're going to take care of this part. And once we get to the dressing room, your costume is ready for you. Hey, look, we're done. I think we have time to walk calmly back to the stage before your next dance. How are you feeling? And like literally rehearsing that with the kids so that they can go on the stage feeling okay, like not panicked by all the like logistical stuff that is not what they're there to do. They're there to dance. And so I don't know if that's weird, but it's just like an odd thing that people don't think about. Like, yes, we are literally rehearsing changing costumes and keeping kids chill about it. So yeah.
I also now really want to take you with me anytime I have to do anything moderately stressful so that you can talk to me like that.
I will absolutely talk to you like that. I'm like, hey, Noelle, we have totally got this. This is what's going to happen first.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can handle that. And then we'll do the next thing, which I'm sure you can also handle because you're a champ.
This is what I need in my life, is someone to come and do that. I feel like most people need that in their lives. Like even CEOs, especially CEOs, we've got time for this. It's going to be okay. You're going to handle this part and I'm going to handle this part.
Yep. And I feel like that is so much of what I do as a teacher. Like, because if I have to take a child out of playtime to go to the bathroom, it's going to be that, you know what? We are going to be speed demons and you are going to be back to playtime. Your toys are going to be there. We got this.
Yeah.
Just like life is normal. It happens. Like, let's just handle it. So yeah, that's very much what I do.
I feel like you could make so much money doing this for very wealthy people, and yet you have it in your heart to do it for little children. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, my little peeps are
super cute.
I just want to hug them all, and I haven't seen them in a year.
Oh,
so.
Hopefully soon. Yeah. All right, NoodleStitch. What is your favorite noodle dish?
Mac and cheese.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
I mean, Annie's mac and cheese.
Annie's. I'm old school. I like Kraft.
Yeah, see, I was raised with no mac and cheese in the house, and I came to it as an adult, and I'm like, ooh, Annie's. That's like classy. Get Annie's. The shells and white cheddar. You put green beans in there.
Oh, that's my so favorite. Bougie. Yeah. I go out to dinner and I will order a $30 plate of mac and cheese at the bougiest of restaurant, and I'll sit there just wishing it was neon orange. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Nothing
like
like
it.
craft dinner. You don't like craft, okay? Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I don't like it when it's like baked and fancy with breadcrumbs on top.
No, it's not.
Just out of the pan,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is the most interesting person you've ever met?
Me?
Yeah. Good answer.
I mean, like, I think I know myself the best, so I have the most interesting conversations with myself. Maybe. They're circular, but
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. That's a great answer.
That's a
Some
really egotistical answer.
no, it's what it should be, really. I mean, the other day one of my friends said that it was her husband, and I was like, that's also a great answer. Like you should definitely marry someone you think is interesting for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a great answer. If you could choose your dreams, what would you prefer to dream about?
Flying, always flying.
Oh, you're a flyer.
But
Yeah.
you have to be able to like run really fast and take off, like no equipment, just
You're not
run.
like power launch.
No, just like running and
You obey the laws of aerodynamics and you want like good speed and then lift.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think maybe because I was a runner for a really long time and like the feeling of going down a crazy hill on a trail and leaping over roots and you just want to take off.
Uh-huh.
That's, yeah, flying.
Yeah.
Definitely flying.
Flying's a good. I'm a power launcher. I like to
Just straight up.
yeah, just go. But I mean that's kind of indicative of both of our personalities actually. I'm a power launcher and you're
Yes, you are.
a runner and a lifter. So, for sure. What was something that you thought would be easy until you tried it?
I think like the opposite of that question is better. Like, what was something that I didn't think would be easy that actually was? Because everything is not easy. Like, nothing is easy. Actually, so that's not true. I would say that when I was a tiny child and I started doing ballet, I thought it would be a fun thing to do. And it is like this lifelong, impossible obsession that, you know, I'm improving at, but it's still impossible. And I
Yeah,
love that. Yeah.
I did it when I was little as a hobby, and then there came a time in which I had to make a decision about whether or not it was going to be serious. And I chose to yeet, like get out of that
Yeah.
because I was like, "Oh, whoa, I thought this was going to be fun and this is so much work. This is so much work."
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. But the pursuit of it has joy. So,
Yeah.
what's the opposite question's answer?
Driving.
Oh, uh-huh.
So like I put off learning to drive until I was like 19 because
Oh,
I would just have panic attacks.
yeah.
And now I'm like, that was easy.
Yeah.
Drive.
I would say making a corset. People make such a
Oh,
big deal out of that and they think it's so hard. And I'm like, it's straight lines, guys. It's not that complicated. It's actually very easy. It is
yeah,
tedious, but it is easy.
that's true. Yeah. I hadn't thought about specific aspects of sewing because I just like lumped together sewing as this
Yeah.
giant hard thing.
Most people come to me with the I'm about to ready to start my first corset and I'm scared. And I'm just like, don't be scared. It's
You're
kind of
fine.
like lifting an engine. Lifting an engine is actually easy. It takes a lot of work. It's very heavy. It takes, engineering, but it's not complicated. It's easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like once you set everything up,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that are just like, oh, yeah, it worked the way it was supposed to work.
I drew straight lines on here. I sewed along those lines. And now I have a corset.
Magic. Yeah.
Magic. Yeah. What luxury is totally worth the price?
Mm. For me, boarding my dog when I want to break,
Oh, yeah.
when I don't want to walk 5 miles every day,
Mhm.
or I want to travel. Yeah, totally boarding my dog in a place where he can be outside all day, every day, except for like mealtime and nap time. I absolutely pay for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good one. By the way, people, if you have a dog and you need a break, you can take one, as it turns out. What would you do if you knew you could not fail?
Can I say like totally implausible things like flying and teleporting?
Yeah.
Okay, I would fly and I would teleport.
Okay. I mean, quantum theory has proven that you can teleport. Like they have teleported single neutrinos or whatever, like very small things. Um, so theoretically, it is possible. Like science thinks that theoretically teleportation is possible. So that's not even that outlandish. Flying seems a bit more difficult, but you know,
I mean, I would, if it was just teleporting, I would be okay with that.
oh
I mean,
yeah.
I could lower my standards of my dreams.
I say don't do that. I say like hold fast to the flying thing too, because
Yeah.
the joy of flying, although I keep saying I'm a surface dweller, I don't know if I would love flying or not. I think I would be scared of something stupid hitting me. Like a bird strike would be bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think when I envision flying like that, I have a lot of control over what's
Yeah.
happening and where I'm going. And so I include the fact that I can steer away from the birds and the power lines in my flying imagination.
Yeah. And like surface to air missiles.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Details.
always a concern is surface to air missiles.
Details.
Yeah. If aliens landed on Earth tomorrow and offered to take you with them, would you go?
Nope.
Nope. No
I'm
interest.
good. No
Yeah.
interest.
The longer I ask this question, the closer I get to saying yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, I'm a surface dweller and I don't really want to go off planet because, like, I don't really even love flying in a plane. I think, though, that I don't like flying in a plane because it's a control issue. And if I was flying the plane, I would feel much better about it.
Right.
Because really, the part I really don't like is when you're on the ground and you haven't either taken off or after you've landed and you're still not at the gate and you're like, why do I have to sit here? Like, that's
Right.
tearing the plane apart. So the more I read the news every day, the more I'm like, maybe somewhere else would be okay. Also, I have like so many questions, right? Like, can you tell me how your hyperspace drive works? And, did Stargate get it right or Star Trek or like did any of them? Like, how does this work exactly? And do you guys go into stasis? And like, is your blood red? Do you have a heart? Like, where is your brain? Is it in your butt? Because that's where I think it is. Like, just so many questions, right?
But you don't have to go with them to get those answered necessarily.
Okay, that's true, but I don't think they would pay attention to me unless I was one of the people that went with them.
I mean,
I guess my only fear would be that like they would take two people and the other person would be a giant jerk, and then I would have to deal with them off planet forever.
yeah, but I mean, like if you consider our Mars rovers, they are going and not coming back. They're going there to find things out and to be found out. So why would aliens be necessarily different?
I can't ask NASA what I want to know about Mars rover though. I can ask the alien exactly the question I want to ask them. And like when I don't get a satisfactory answer, I can change my question slightly and then ask again.
That's true.
So no, I think I need to be there.
Okay.
It's like when you don't really want to go to a meeting, but you actually need to because you have to ask the question because if they don't give you the right answer and they avoid it, you can't trust anyone else to like punt that question for you.
Yes, yes, okay. That's a very valid comparison.
Yeah. That's when I'm
Yes.
always like, okay, I need to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have an unlimited supply of one thing for the rest of your life. What is it? Sushi, Scotch tape. What?
Okay. So
It can't be money. Sorry.
I don't want money. So if I could have an unlimited supply of planetary health, everyone would be fine, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want.
Okay.
I was like, I was like, clean air, clean water, but that's two things. So just gonna go more broad.
There are some people I'm okay with the fact that they're not healthy. That's what I'm gonna leave there for you.
I want the planet to be healthy.
Okay. Sure. Let's go with that.
That's magic again.
If you could have a personal assistant, what would you have them do?
Ooh,
I think I know the answer.
I would have them cook. I hate cooking. I hate feeding myself. I hate feeding the teenagers. I hate planning meals and writing grocery lists with no input from the teenagers. And then I make something and they're like, why didn't you get blah, 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 blah? And I hate it. And I would like to never do that again.
I thought you were gonna say I would have them choose what I would eat.
That would be fine. Like, I don't care what I eat. I just want someone else to be in charge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care about food enough for that.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a supernatural event, seen a ghost or anything like that?
No.
No supernatural events.
No.
You are literally the first person to say no.
Really?
Yeah.
There's that many supernatural events out there?
I mean, I have had one.
I need to talk to more people. Okay.
It's one of my favorite questions. It's not my favorite question. My favorite question is a supermarket question, but it's one of my favorites because people keep saying yes. And I'm like, what? I'm shocked every time.
Yeah, definitely no. That's really interesting.
Yeah. You live in a older place too, like a place that would have ghosts. If you were going to see one, they'd probably be in Astoria. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Name one cool feature that you would add to your dream house.
So at one point in time, someone designed a self-cleaning home. And this was in like the 1920s or 1930s. Someone tried to design this self-cleaning home. And, you know, there's probably some logistical issues about why it didn't work, but I would love that as a design feature.
Yeah.
Please, please, please.
Like full on Jetson style.
I don't know. I mean, I think the patents are out there and you can look at them, but I'm like, oh, I want a self-cleaning home. Yes, please.
Yeah. I mean, we have those self-cleaning toilets in San Francisco, and do you know how those work?
No, never even heard of these.
Yeah, so they're like on the streets. So you go in and you come out, and when it comes out, the entire thing, like the ground is mesh, the entire thing just gets hosed down with like bleachy water. Yeah. And then it dries, and then the next person can go in.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that's what I want in my house. Maybe not that style, but yes, that
would ruin your books.
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't have books in the bathroom right now, but okay.
No, but like your whole house.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I
think your bread not taste good.
Yuck.
Yeah. Yuck. But a self-cleaning house would be, I mean, we got Roomba, right? So like we're getting there. Do you have a Roomba?
I don't. No.
We have one, but it keeps like getting stuck on cat items. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And my house is original wood floors because it's 100-year-old house with, I have wool rugs on top of them. And I think the Roomba would just be like,
uh-huh. Yeah, so, almost certainly. Yeah.
Yeah. I just vacuum all the time.
Wool rugs. Wow. That's something.
They're so nice.
Yeah. We can't have that because we can have IKEA rugs, but I don't think they're wool because the cats like to use them to sharpen their claws on.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
IKEA rugs are surprisingly resilient. We've had one for like 8 years and it's just starting to look a little bit shabby. from cats sharpening their claws. I'm like, wow, that actually lasted a really long, I mean, it's not dead by any standard, but I'm like,
Yeah.
holy cow, that was a great rug because I don't have to worry about it. We
Yeah.
we bought a rug in Morocco and brought it home. Cats
No.
like to like those are like hand tied wool, whatever.
Right.
There's tufts of wool flying everywhere, and I'm like, okay, that's coming back up right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I like the wool ones because I have a wood stove and I can have a wool rug in front of it
oh
and
yeah,
it's not going to catch on fire and it's not going to melt or anything. So that's nice.
wow, that's fantastic. Yeah.
But those are an investment.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could meet any historical figure and ask them only one question, who would it be and what would you ask?
Okay, so this is a question that I didn't research and I feel like I would want to like spend 10 more years learning about history before I answered that question.
Yeah.
And that's not the point of this exercise.
No.
Okay.
The question is so large.
Yeah, and I mean there are people that are historical figures that are still alive.
Yep.
Wait, do they have to? Yeah, I mean they can be historical while they're still alive that I would like to talk to.
Someone said that they would ask who's Elise from Fur Elise.
Oh, that one. That's a good question.
Yeah. I would ask the Mona Lisa what she was thinking about.
She was probably there long enough to think about everything under the sun.
Yeah. She was thinking this is the smile that hurts the least to hold.
Or maybe she just had resting bitch face the entire time and that isn't what got painted.
Right? Yeah. I always imagine some 17th century painting of me going like, I can stand here like this for 16 hours. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I want to ask someone who was executed what their last thought was.
Oh, anyone in particular?
No, not necessarily. I think just like I have morbid curiosity about people's thoughts around death. And especially like if they know it's coming, I think I'm curious. Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm off on a whole other tangent of like, wonder how many people know it's coming. Like what percentage of humans know it will happen right before it happens? Like,
Yeah. Right. And yeah, I think I'm just morbidly curious about
Sure. Yeah.
How does that feel? I don't know.
Like, one of the Louis. Something like you shouldn't ask a king though, because they're like indignant about everything. Like you should ask some like normal Joe.
Yeah. And I feel like asking someone like Marie Antoinette, who was probably not too familiar with being in pain, like if like what she was worried about or things like that,
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you got to hope that guy's really, the sharpener guy is really good at his job, because if he's not, that sucks. Wow, this got dark. Okay.
Sorry.
Our conversations frequently go dark momentarily, so this is on brand.
Yes.
You have 5 minutes to hide a paperclip in your home. A detective is hired to find it, but if he fails, you will get $1 million reward. Where would you hide the paperclip? Let me give you a qualifier. You have to be able to know where the paperclip is too.
Oh.
Like lots of people are like, I would put it in a box of paper clips, which I'm like, that's dumb, because of course they're going to confiscate that whole box.
I was going to say I would like rebend it to look like a bobby pin and then put it with my millions of bobby pins, but I probably couldn't get it close enough in 5 minutes to look like a bobby pin. And if I would also say I would bury it in the coals of my exceptionally hot fire, but I don't have a fire going all the time. And I might not be able to find it afterwards.
Yeah. I think that would leave evidence too.
Yeah. I mean, it would depend on how long the detective got to stay in the house. Also,
I say he has 24 hours.
Are you assigning a gender to that detective?
This one, yeah. This particular one, yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I'll also make assumptions about him. I assume if it's a girl or a non-binary person, they'd have a better chance of finding it. So I'm giving you an advantage.
Okay.
How's that for an answer?
I love it. I would straighten it out and put it with my knitting needles.
All right.
Because I don't have any other ideas right now. Actually, you could use it, you could hide it in a corset if you were using steel boning. You could do that too.
100%. Yeah. You can't time travel, but your phone has the internet from 5 years in the future. What do you search for first?
Actually, I would kind of check on who's dead.
That face, you're like the emoji that's like,
I'm just like, sorry, Noelle, we're going to get dark for a minute again.
I'm all good with it. You know that.
Yeah, I know. And I think, like, because I lost my dad so rapidly and so unexpectedly, I'm just like, if I could prepare for things, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that would be one of the first things I do.
It's actually like a really like loving and kind answer if you like look at the root of it, like less so than dark. Mine is like, I'm getting lotto numbers, of course, or like stock tips, or
That's fairly brilliant.
I mean, Back to the Future kind of came up with that one, so that one's not me.
Yeah, that's true. I did not even think of that.
The thing no one realizes when I ask this question is, like I said, your phone is the internet from 5 years in the future. What do you search for first? But that doesn't negate you being able to search for all sorts of other things.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's going to run by and snatch that phone. So I'm like, I'm getting those stock tips. If there was a room filled with everything you've ever lost, what item would you be most excited to recover? I'm like, my dignity.
I don't lose many things.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I give a lot of stuff away.
Yep.
There are a couple of things that I have made for people and never taken photos of. Or like if I could use lost as lost opportunities, there's things I would go back and take photos of.
Oh,
okay. Sorry. Okay, I do have something. We had a family reunion shortly before my dad died, and I tried really hard not to post a bunch of photos because I didn't just want to like spam people with how charming everything was. And then my phone lost all of my photos. So like I have this chunk of like the last 2 months of my dad's life where I'm like, I have absolutely no evidence that this happened.
And you didn't have cloud backup.
I didn't have cloud backup.
Oh, do you have cloud backup now?
I do.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened totally because I have everything from like September 2017 back, but nothing from September to December 2017. They're all gone.
Wow. Yeah, there's a 20 questions question that is, would you rather lose all of your money or all of your photos? And so far, everyone has said, I would rather lose all of my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so those were lost. Yes, I would definitely take those back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It happens. I still don't know how, but clearly it happens. So.
Maybe you'll find them at some point,
Yeah, my phone decided to update and then didn't restart correctly. And that was when I lost everything.
Do you go back and check periodically when you do updates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
If you were a captain of a pirate ship, what would be the name of your ship?
What if I disagree with piracy because it's just wrong?
Okay, but that's not playing into, you have to buy into the basis of the questions.
Okay. The name of my pirate ship is...
Maybe you're a pirate who steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Okay.
excellent pirate.
Okay. I mean, I think it's just going to be called the Noodle because it's on brand and hilarious, and it's really fun to say.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah, I feel like you like the bandana across with the hat would look great on you. Yeah,
I would do that.
yeah, you could rock the pirate style. How long would you last in a zombie apocalypse?
Not very long.
Okay.
Like, I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. This apocalypse is bad enough. Like, I don't want that one.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
If it's not like I'm unprepared or unfit or whatever. I was just like, if it's an apocalypse and like, whatever, I'm over it. I'm good.
I think a vast majority of people would go out with that.
Yeah. I'm just like, whatever. I don't care.
Just be like, if they show up, they show up. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Would you be a seppuku or a like run towards the zombies?
What's a seppuku?
Like do it yourself so that the zombies don't get you. Because if you get bit, there's some chance you will become a zombie, which is of course my answer. I'm into becoming a zombie.
Oh.
I like biting people. I like people with brains. Like this is all good. I'm into zombies. I want to be one.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything that would like increase the hurt to people.
But I'm such a gentle nommer. I'm like,
You would eat their brains.
No, you don't eat their brains. I just like people with brains, and I like to nom people. So
okay.
I would be the zombie who just like cuddles you and goes.
Okay, so I mean, like, if that's an option, I would take that as an option.
Yeah. I feel like that's good. Yeah. All right, last of the regular questions. If you could have any artifact, piece of art, or thing from any art gallery, what would you have?
I feel like people are going to believe I'm just like a completely lazy, utterly apathetic person. But I'm like, I don't want anything because I don't want to preserve it. I don't want to learn how to preserve it. When other people already have that knowledge, I don't want to pay for learning how to like setting up the correct storage or insuring it.
You could own it and then give it back to the art gallery to preserve and like have in their collection. You know how like a lot of stuff in art galleries is like on loan from blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, what is your favorite thing in a gallery?
I don't have one.
Ooh, okay.
At all.
You don't like the ballet dancers by
Degas? I mean, not to the point where I'd want to own them.
Okay.
At all. Yeah, I don't really like owning stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. I still want that T-Rex statue. That's the way to go.
That's fair.
Like, if you could put it on rocking horse rockers and like put a little saddle on it, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that would.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'll invite you to sit on my rocking horse, my rocking dinosaur.
See, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite thing in collections. I like that they are in collections and that I can access them online and like read someone else's expertise about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are museums publicly owned?
Some of them.
Like, is the Met?
I don't think it's publicly owned, but it's publicly funded to a certain extent. But like, I think the Smithsonian's are publicly owned.
But like, could the owner of the Met just be like, never mind, mine?
No, because the owner isn't the institution. And I mean, you probably have things that belong to costuming drama as a business entity that are not No? Okay.
I am the entity. There is no separation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I keep thinking about that because like at some point you make enough money that you're supposed to like LLC or whatever. But I
Right.
did not make that much money.
That's fair.
I think that number is like $60,000 or something. So like that's where the line is ish. Like once you
Mhm.
make that, you should LLC.
Okay.
But I, not even close.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I am happily making enough to survive during pandemic.
Right. Good
Yeah,
enough. Good enough.
good enough.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Super controversial bonus question time. And
All right.
I'm contemplating retiring this question. Did you see my post on Instagram the other day?
I did with the head cannon.
Yeah. So
And
for
I have an
people,
answer for that.
oh, do you? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask you this, and then I'm going to tell people what the headcanon was.
Okay.
Is a hot dog a sandwich, and why?
Absolutely.
Okay, why?
And so, for two reasons, a hot dog is a sandwich because I can eat it one handed while gambling. Um, like the classic Earl of Sandwich question.
Yeah.
And because that is a functional size of category.
Yeah.
So, like I have string, like cotton twine and string in with my thread because that's the closest category. Not because it's thread, but because it's the best category. Like it's closer to thread than ribbon, definitely not buttons, definitely not trim. So that category works.
I go the other way. I think thread is string.
Yeah.
Or twine.
Yeah.
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 So I think the size of the category matters.
Yeah, I agree. For people who want to know what the headcanon is, so some industrious and awesome person sent me a picture. It says, since hot dogs are basically just pureed meat stuffed inside an animal intestine, a hot dog doesn't stop being a hot dog even after we eat it. We just become the new hot dog casings, and that makes us, in a way, hot dogs as well. I saw that and I was just like, what? Like, I blew half the internet's brain that night.
I was wondering how many DMs you got.
Like over 100 easily. But the next morning I woke up and I was just like, I'm waiting for it. And then I turned on my phone and I was like, there it is.
Yeah. Yep.
And there were so many people, like the different reactions were amazing because like some of them were like the laughy face and some of them were like horror face and some of them were like, no, Noelle, no, why?
Yep.
And like, vegetarians were like, this is why I don't eat meat. And I'm like, there's vegetarian hot dogs.
They're not in intestines.
Yep.
But if you eat a vegetarian hot dog and it goes into your animal intestine, then what?
Then you're still a meat hot dog.
Yep. And it's not a vegetarian hot dog anymore.
Yeah. I'm like, there are so many inappropriate comments here. Okay. Thank you for joining me today, Pax. I will leave a list of their accounts down below so you can go check them out and show them some love. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below about what you're up to, what you're listening, what you're reading to, what you're listening to, and what you're reading. I can use words today, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye, guys.